We're at part 17 of the Super Mario Galaxy playthrough. Now we're fast forwards on the top.
Oh,
No,
this
this
is
mission
what I
can't.
was thinking of. You do this mission twice, just to
Doo-doo.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
It would be great as if they in true Super Mario Bros. Fashion, like with this music going fast, if you only had 100 seconds to do it as well.
By the way, I just want to remind our
100
guests
seconds!
that Lewis has now been replaced by a caveman.
Ugh.
The Geico caveman?
Ugh.
Well, in the original Super Mario Brothers, wasn't 100 on the counter a minute for whatever reason?
Yeah.
Well, the time ticks down really fast in Mario Bros. To begin with.
Well, that's because 100 seconds is 1 minute.
160 seconds. Oh, 100 seconds.
In Mario.
In Mario time, it's a minute.
Yeah.
Why can't they?
Time.
Well, in the new series, at the very least, the counters one.
It's different now, but originally it was. Yeah.
Understand why the timer went so fast in the original Mario.
It might have just been an easier coding thing to code 100 as a minute as opposed to 60 seconds as a minute.
Yeah.
Really? It's all numbers.
I don't know.
The equation, like the timing, would be a lot easier.
Well, mind you, I don't think any Mario game should have time limits anymore, considering that was purely for arcade.
Well, I mean, like, I never got why 3D Land had a timer. That didn't make any sense to me.
Well, the new,
No.
neither should the new quote-unquote Mario games.
Well, unless it's a level specific. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's not just this anyway.
Yeah, if it was like this, I wouldn't have a problem with it, as ironic as that is for how much I say that these speedy combats are pointless, but at least here it's like a level-specific challenge, though. But like in 3D Land and 3D World, it's just like, why restrict our time in like a 3D level that we can like move freely throughout? I mean, I thought the whole point was that you could have a lot more depth to missions if you were not timed.
Well, the 3D count, the timer in 3D Land never impacted me at all because 3D Land's-
if it's not going to impact you, why have it at all?
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like, why even bother having one-up mushrooms anymore?
Does 3D World have a timer?
I think so.
I've watched videos. It does have it.
I like 3D's theme better, 3D Land's theme better than 3D World's theme.
Hmm.
3D Land, even though that game's really only to me.
Let's just agree on one thing, though. It's better than the new Mario theme.
Why can't they just bring back the castle theme from the DS game? That's all I want.
I will say, even though this game is, you know, we've already talked about like what we think of this game like earlier, though, but it's just like, I will say one game that has an amazing title screen song that I can just listen to forever is Sticker Star.
My favorite theme in Sticker Star is actually Deckelberg's theme.
Deckelberg.
Deckelberg.
But it's actually one of my favorite town themes in any game now, just because it's. I love that. I love big band jazzy sort of music.
Sticker Star is great music. I love the title theme, but yeah, Decalberg's pretty good.
Least favorite in all of Pokemon, Petalburg.
Petalburg.
Even though that's not a starting town.
Oh, my bad.
It's the third town in Ruby and Sapphire.
All right.
It's a little route that you started in that game.
Right.
I thought Petalburg was the first chapter town in Thousand Year Door.
Petalburg is also that.
That's the joke.
No, you fool. You're supposed to
Explain the joke.
ring the rings.
The rings.
Solve my maze.
There's some which they
This'll
probably
probably-
lied into the game.
We're recording this, I think, on August 3rd.
Third.
This is still going to be posted before John posts the next part of Superman.
There's no time to waste.
You know, okay, I want to say this. There's one project that I've been working on for like 8 months now, and like it still isn't ready to be seen. Like it's like only about 3/4 of the way there.
Are you redesigning Superman 64?
my goal is to finish that project, having it ready to go, uploading it, and have the finale posted before John finishes Superman 64.
Within the next 2,000 years. Got
Are
it.
you trying to use reverse psychology to goad me into let's playing Superman 64?
Well, the thing is that don't tell John this, but part of my hope is that if it becomes known to John that that series is coming up and that it's starting to wrap up, that'll motivate him to get more stuff done.
Oh, Proton John. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. This is why two people can't have the same name ever.
Whoa, that was a backflip.
Yeah, 3 out.
Whenever you do stuff like that, I want the Tony Hawk. I want the Tony Hawk score and I want the Tony Hawk trick names to pop up on screen whenever you do something like that.
Super Nefarial 9000.
And 1.
Raw.
Sad.
Notice how you're doing these levels in reverse order. You did Toy Time first, and now you're doing the Sea Slide next, and the first level's actually
Well, it's because
whatever.
Sea Slide.
I actually like Gold Leaf, because Gold Leaf is just...
It's the same level from before.
Gold Leaf is literally a mirrored, automatized B level.
Yeah.
It's literally the same planet.
It's
In fact, it's
just mirrored.
It's literally, even though it's in a different galaxy visible from a different observatory area, it's literally in universe the same place.
Maybe the universe is infinite, and thus there's another honey hive exactly the same as it an infinite number of times.
And every book is non-fiction.
Every book is non-fiction, even the smutty ones.
Yes.
Oh, especially the smutty
Smutty ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't,
God damn it.
don't I missed.
If I was racing Cosmic Luigi, that's an instant lose.
Well, Cosmic Luigi uses the shells, doesn't he?
Cosmic Luigi uses
Oh, well,
shells, and he takes all the boost shortcuts, and he long jumps everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's the other difference between Mario and Luigi. When you're in Luigi mode, the become fucking unbeatable.
Well, they can't be unbeatable, because I've done a 100% Luigi run twice.
You know what I mean.
We're so alike.
They use most of the speedrun tricks and stuff.
Asshole Ted takes comments at face value.
Wait, did you just scumbag Steveify me?
Yes.
Damn it, now I've got to buy one of those fucking hats.
Now we need an asshole Ted picture. Actually, your Facebook cover photo.
I worked really hard on that jack-o'-lantern, thank you very much. And since I don't friend any of you guys on Facebook, none of you guys know what I'm talking about. Or none of the people watching at the very least.
I like how we went into Sea Slide twice in a row, and both times with a fucking race mission.
And
It's
here's a
really
third one.
And there's another one.
This level is a racetrack. That's literally all it's good for. And when it tries to not be a racetrack, it becomes fucking tedious.
Well, like they say in Brooklyn, faster than a speeding bagel.
Or
Watch
was
me
I like
karate
how
chop the
erratic-
air!
I like how erratic their beak and flipper movements are when they're talking to you.
And then just their flippers look so random here. They're just like whop whop whop.
Guppy's just chilling on the beach. The shark.
Yeah.
Now he's a good guy. What the hell were you doing?
That was.
We wanted to show that island who's boss.
Who island?
At least you're not playing as Luigi though, because you lose like 1/8 of your air every time that you spin as Luigi in water.
Well, that's why you're better off getting a shell as him.
Yeah, you're better off getting a shell as Luigi though, because they don't want you to spin as Luigi in the water.
It's a very random thing to change, though.
Well, I mean, I guess they just kind of realized how fast you could go in the water if you did that, and just how easy it made all the swimming areas if you did it. So they just kind of wanted to challenge you in new ways.
So wait, constantly spinning is faster than shell.
I don't know if it's faster than shell though, but it's faster than regular swimming. That's for
Oh yeah, I know that.
and the shell's not always available.
Yeah.
The shell's a
fast.
little bit easier to control, though, and by a little I mean a lot. Also, you're not breaking your wrist, Sonic in the Black Knight style, by doing that.
True.
I like how you gave all the other racers a massive head start at the beginning there by headbutting the island, and you're already ahead of everyone.
Mario just
anyway.
wants to play fair by giving himself concussions.
I recall the Luigi version of this being more tough though, but I don't know if I'm imagining that.
Well, the Luigi version is basically the hard mode of the game.
No, it is.
But is this
just-
particular mission harder for Luigi?
Yeah.
It really depends what
Where
mission
did he
you're
pull
playing
that from?
when the question of whether
Where
or
does
not
anyone pull any of the stars from?
He stores the star in the same body part that Knuckles stores the Master Emerald in.
Up his ass.
Nature's pocket.
And the Master Emerald like changes size like so often.
Everything in every game universe changes size so often. Bowser started off being like maybe a foot taller than Mario, and he's fluctuated from being twice his size to his same exact size ever since.
Yeah, just like in Sunshine, he's gigantic. In Galaxy, he's back to not being that much bigger than Mario. And then in Galaxy 2, he's planet-sized. But at least in Galaxy 2, they explain it.
that was terrible. In Galaxy 2, Bowser, his dialogue, everything about him was awful, except his bosses were okay.
Giant
But,
Bowser was is ironically one of the least threatening Bowsers I've seen in the entire series. Like normal Bowser in this game, I thought was way more. I don't want to say intimidating, but he was a lot more cooler than Giant Bowser.
It could be taken seriously in this game.
I thought Giant Bowser was pretty cool in Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah. Well, that's because you get to play as him.
I like how
Well,
there's
that's because
giant-
RPG Bowser's funny.
Yeah. I like how there's gonna be giant Luigi fights in Dream Team.
There's it's like a giant mecha fight from what I've seen in the.
They need to for that game.
Sorry.
For that game, bring back Mr. L.
I got to play one of the giant Luigi fights. There was a demo that had like 4 different things that you could play. I played 2 of them. One of them being the giant Luigi.
Mr.
Oh,
L
here we
needs to
go.
return.
This is the part where Sea Slide tries to be a platforming stage. It does a pretty decent job.
This isn't the worst of it though. I think the purple coins is the culprit here.
Well,
Yeah.
It's decent enough here though, but it's just that when it's purple coins. Ugh.
Well, the problem with Galaxy is that there's at least one purple coin mission for every single galaxy, so like a good quarter of the missions in the game is nothing but purple coins.
I know that they have the NPCs scattered around to like give you hints as to like coins, you know, but it just like there's always that one that you just can never find.
No.
What they need is they need an NPC who you can talk to if you just have one left and you don't know where it is. Or if they
Hey,
Master Emerald radar.
Hey, stupid!
Yeah.
It's over here.
It was in my pocket the entire time.
I swear that happens in some game that I've played. I don't remember what
Can
it was.
you guess which hand it's in? You guessed wrong. Time to kill you.
Oh wait, it was in Sonic Next Gen, like where there's like that ring
Oh,
collecting.
the cap.
No, not the captain. There's a ring collecting mission, like where I swear the last ring is in a guy's pocket, and you have to talk.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, you collect you go on the rooftop, and with Sonic 06's lovely collision detection, you're jittering all over the place. And then once you collect the 99th ring, an electrical box appears behind the guy. You break it, and the last ring appears.
Yeah, it's something
Apparently,
like that.
yeah, it was in his pocket.
Yeah,
It was an extremely bad attempt at a funny end to a mission.
I love the captain though. Just like I remember the first time I ever played the game, I just talked to that guy immediately, and then I remember the person that I was playing with was just saying, "Are you serious? How did you know that?" I'm like, you overestimate this game. They would do that. Like first time ever playing it, my friends were all so amazed that I got it in one try, and like
Why did you play Sonic 06, I must ask?
Because it's fun to show to your friends.
It's Superman 64, just morbid curiosity.
Yeah, it just like I remember my friends just being all freaked, like, "How did you know that?" I'm like, "I just knew." They're like, "How?" And I'm like, "You overestimate this game."
Hey Ted, look, I can applaud you for having the
Brains?
the chutzpah and the brains to avoid bad shit. But sometimes you just
get curious.
yeah.
Well, I don't. Well, that's what
And it
YouTube
makes for
videos are for.
it makes for good stories, Ted.
That's what YouTube is for. You don't need to buy it yourself anymore.
Don't say that too loud.
Next convention, John, bring your N64 and Superman.
Okay.
Well,
No,
it would
I'm
be
gonna have to
wonderful if
bring the N64 'cause we're
Sakurai
doing-
suddenly declared we shouldn't make bad games anymore because watch them on YouTube. But
Our games shouldn't have stories in them.
Well, no, the fact that people are getting mad about that reasoning bothers me, because it's not like the cutscenes are going away. That's what the promotional stuff is.
Yeah. It
So
is like they didn't say that there wouldn't be a single player mode. They just don't want to have cutscenes.
And it's not like they're going away, so stop bitching.
They are going away. None of the
No, they're
cutscenes-
not. The Mega Man cutscene, the Wii U trainer cutscene,
Those aren't
the-
cutscenes, those are trailers.
Sorry.
they basically have the same exact value.
I've actually seen people saying that this automatically makes Smash Bros. 4 a lower game in the series than Brawl if it doesn't have a story mode with cutscenes, though. And I'm just like, I don't really think much of value was lost, though, because it's just like,
Subspace wasn't that good.
I'm okay with there not being a story mode, though. I think that it's a really petty reason to not have a story. If that is their reason, is just like, oh, people uploaded it to YouTube and so we're just not going to bother this time. But it's just like, if it wasn't received among the fans, fine. If people don't play a fighting game for single player, if you want to have more emphasis on, having more online modes and having the online work well, fine. If you think that developing a big, long story mode that takes so much budget and so much development time would take away from how good the multiplayer modes can be, fine. But saying that we're not going to bother just because it was uploaded to YouTube is really
That's
ridiculous.
that's obviously not the only reason why they did it.
It's
just
the only
that's the only
reason
one
they
that he-
stated.
It's the only reason that it's the only reason he gave, and it's just like, I don't think that's the only reason, yet the fact that he states that is the only reason, a lot of people take that at face value.
Well,
and
that's
there's
the
a
only, even the only thing that he said. It's the only thing that the developer interviews quote, because it's what's going to draw the most headlines. You
Yeah.
guys put way too much faith into the game journalism industry to think that they're not trying to pull one over you every single
Very
time.
true, Ted. But at the same time, if the creator has said nothing extra ever since the amount of backlash has become known in the internet, then it doesn't matter whether or not the journalists specifically quoted it or not.
Yeah, if he said something in addition to that, he would have said,
Yeah,
no, they
you
quoted
know-
me out of context.
Yes, but the
Yeah.
fact that he didn't leads credence to the general.
Well,
side.
like the Japanese developers pay any attention to what gets uploaded on IGN or GameStop.
They pay attention.
Not
Not
too-
the- not the-
Kami
Yes,
has gotten
they
really
do.
mad about people quoting him.
I was gonna say they don't. They have people to check things for them if they're busy on working on a game or whatever. But they know what's going on.
They have to. It's how they sell their games.
And it's also good PR,
Yeah. Arguably.
arguably, but still.
So are you gonna rocket along this one?
Rocket along.
You mean orbit?
Yeah, orbit.
Well, I don't think he can do a sliding jump in the bee suit.
No, you can't.
Aww.
I
I
missed
was
it.
about to say you did that wrong.
Oh, boo-hoo! I got the star anyway.
He doesn't Silver the Hedgehog this part. Like, he doesn't, gradually press A to keep going.
You can get some serious distance though doing that.
You
Yeah.
left one platform untouched.
Silver Star gonna be in the shot too!
He left like 4.
No, just one.
No, he left more than just one.
No, he has to hit every single one of them except one.
No, he missed a few because he got them the notes jumping, so he didn't actually touch that platform. There was like 3 or so that weren't taken away.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not nearly as funny.